Hey friends, welcome to our LakePoint Kids online family experience. I'm Ms. Rachel and it's great to have you join me. Who here has lost some tree branches at their house with our stormy weather lately? Between the ice storm and some super windy days, my yard had quite a lot of branches on the ground, and honestly it was kind of sad to see so many branches on there, broken and splintered, waiting to be tossed away. But then I had an idea. What if these branches could get a redo? Another chance to be a part of something beautiful. No, not like trying to attach them back to the tree. I know that wouldn't work. But what about a fun craft? So I've got a pop bottle, some stones in the bottom to weigh it down, tree branch, and a bunch of pom-poms along with the glue gun. So give me a few minutes and I think I can give these branches a fresh start. So what do you think? All I did was place the branches in this pop bottle, glue on the pom-poms, and now I've got a really neat piece of art. This is totally something you could do too. However, you'd need a parent's help with the glue gun because you wouldn't want to burn yourself. You know what? Why don't I send this home with one of you guys today who are joining us on site in our LakePoint Kid Gathering? Press pause as we do that right now. You know, giving those tree branches a second chance kind of reminds me of our theme this month. We all need second chances sometimes, don't we? A chance to try again, or start over, or have a new opportunity. And you know what can help us get that? No, not a glue gun. Forgiveness. And what exactly is forgiveness? Well, we define it as this. Forgiveness is deciding someone who wronged you doesn't have to pay. I'll count to 3 and we'll say it together. 1, 2, 3. Forgiveness is deciding somebody who wronged you doesn't have to pay. When forgiveness is offered, it's like taking something bad and giving it a chance to have something good come out of it. Often the place we can use this the most is where there's been conflict with someone, where something was said or done that hurt someone, either on purpose or by accident. Forgiveness is a chance to try to get things right again, to let go of the pain and anger, because holding on to that only ends up hurting us even more. Plus, if God is willing to forgive us, how could we not forgive others? Check out what it says in the Bible. Put up with one another. Forgive one another if you are holding something against someone. Forgive just as the Lord forgave you. Colossians 3:13, nerve. If you're at home, press pause and try saying the verse while pretending to chop down a tree, pretending to climb up a tree, and doing a log roll across the floor. If you're at LakePoint with us today, turn your attention to the stage. So forgiveness, what is it again? Well, forgiveness is deciding someone who wronged you doesn't have to pay. And our bottom line or our focus point of today is, when you forgive others, it can change them. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. When you forgive others, it can change them. It's time for you to leave me for a few minutes and branch out to watch the So-and-So show. How'd you like my tree jokes there? Pretty tremendous.
Hey, John. Great morning, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it has been the perfect morning and maybe the best I've ever had. I mean, everything went right. I got up right when my alarm went off. You know, I didn't even have to hit snooze. Yeah, and when I brushed my teeth, I had the perfect amount of toothpaste. It was great. Oh, I picked out my shirt and I didn't even have to iron it.
Oh.
I had a balanced breakfast. I read my Bible, did a little exercise, and on the way over here, I hit every single green light. Can you believe it? I'm telling you, man, it was perfect.
Sure you're not forgetting anything?
What do you mean? Oh, man.
Hey everybody, I'm John.
I'm Brandon, and welcome to the So-and-So Show.
We got a special surprise on the show today, but this time it's a different kind of surprise.
Yeah, normally we like to surprise you or each other, but today we've got a surprise for our guests.
Yes.
So without further ado.
Oh, and please don't spoil the surprise.
no.
Just act natural.
Please welcome someone who knows stuff. Charmaine.
Come on in.
It's great to be back.
And for all of our new viewers out there, please tell us who you are and what you know.
I'm Charmaine, and I know a lot about music because I'm a singer.
And a great one at that.
So what have you been up to lately? Do you have any new songs or anything?
Oh, always. Do you want to hear my latest work in progress?
I don't know, let me think. Yes, please. Oh, great.
Backup music.
Hey, yeah. You've got this. It's a new day. No need to be afraid. Just be brave. Be brave. Look up at the sky and say, I am on my way. I am on my way.
That's awesome. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. You want to hear another one?
Okay, yes, we do. But first, we actually have a little surprise for you.
Oh, okay, really?
All right, hold on to your hat.
Oh.
She's not wearing one.
All right, yeah.
Well,
Please welcome someone else who knows stuff. Surprise!
Surprise!
I didn't know there would be another guest on the show today.
Oh, that's why it's a surprise, and not just any other guest. It's your friend, Charmaine. Come on in. Have a seat. Let me just get this closed. Okay. Tell us who you are and what you know.
My name is Sheila, and I know all about music because I am a singer.
That's exactly what Charmaine said.
Of course it is.
I'm sorry. Is there something wrong? What's up with you two? I thought that you sang together.
you're right. We did sing together. Not anymore.
What happened?
Don't look at me. I'm not the one who hired all new backup singers without even talking to her singing partner.
Well, at least I didn't purposefully mess up during a live performance in order to make my singing partner look bad.
I did not.
Yes, you did, and you know it.
This is why I stopped working with you. You're impossible.
I'm impossible. Me? The only thing impossible here is your ability to hit the high note.
You did not mean that.
Fine. No, I didn't. Your vocal range is perfection.
Thank you. So is yours.
Do you want to talk about this in private? Or
Nope.
No.
We don't need to talk at all.
You're the best duo, though. The local paper called your voices a duet whose voices so perfectly weave together you could wear their harmonies like your grandmother's hand-woven blanket.
Yeah, that was a weird review.
Well, it was nice, but who wears music like a blanket?
What do you say? Will you sing one of your hit songs together for us? I mean, for old time's sake?
I don't want to perform with someone who wants to make me look bad on purpose.
And I don't want to perform with someone who doesn't know how to collaborate or ask for my input.
Well, we did say we wouldn't talk it out, but maybe I'd be willing to sing it out.
Okay, fine. Let's do it.
It hurt my feelings when you made me look bad. I trusted you, but now I feel like I can't.
It's hard to say, but easier to sing. I'm sorry I did that. It was not cool of me. I'm sorry, Charmaine. I really am. I was just insecure because you were outshining me, but that was really awful of me to do to you. I promise I won't mess up on purpose again.
Thanks, Sheila. I forgive you. I owe you an apology, too. Well, You were supposed to be partners, and I didn't even ask for your input on backup singers. Do you forgive me? Of course.
Oh, that was awesome.
The power of music.
So, you guys still want to hear us sing one of our hits together?
Yes.
Never know what today will bring, a new friend or a new beginning. I'm gonna make the best of today.
Gonna dream up something good. Gonna shine my light. And trust that everything will be alright.
That was awesome. Are you all right?
That felt just like grandmother's hand-woven blanket.
Oh, it feels so good to sing together again.
Well, it sure did. I think we've got one song left in us today. You guys want to join us?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Bible
Story
Time.
with Kellen.
Oh, I'm glad I sang.
You were a little,
What?
just a
Awesome?
Hey, fellas.
Hey, Kellen. What you got for us today, my friend?
Well, today we have a story about Jesus from the book of Luke. You see, Jesus traveled from town to town with his friends and his disciples. He taught all about God's kingdom and did all kinds of amazing miracles. One day, he traveled through a place called Jericho, and that's where our story begins.
Oh, can I help you tell the story, Kellen?
Sure. What exactly do you have in mind?
You'll find out.
Okay, looks promising. Here we go. Like I said, Jesus was passing through Jericho. A man named Zacchaeus lived there. You see, Zacchaeus was an important tax collector and was very rich.
Here you go.
Well, actually, Zacchaeus was really short.
Oh.
And he probably didn't have many friends or people who were really happy to see him.
Oh.
Because in that time, tax collectors were really greedy and often stole from the people they collected taxes from. So, people did not like him.
Okay. How about this?
Yeah, that seems about right.
Cool. Keep going.
Zacchaeus wanted to see who Jesus was. He probably heard stories about him, the way Jesus healed people of diseases, or how his teachings always blew everyone's mind. Maybe he even heard about how one of Jesus' disciples, Matthew, had been a tax collector too. But as usual, Jesus was surrounded by a large crowd of people. And since Zacchaeus was short, he couldn't see over the crowd. So Zacchaeus climbed a sycamore fig tree so that he could see Jesus.
Is that a palm tree?
What?
It's a coconut.
No.
That's more like it.
Sweet. Like a fig.
Good one.
What happened next, Kellen?
When Jesus reached the spot where Zacchaeus was, he looked up at him and said, "Zacchaeus, come down at once. I must stay at your house today." So Zacchaeus came down from the tree at once and welcomed Jesus into his home gladly.
The end.
Whoa, slow down. That is not the end of the story.
It's not?
Nope.
Oh,
Nice. Now, remember what I said earlier about how people felt about tax collectors? They were not well liked. So the crowd was not a fan of Jesus going to Zacchaeus' house. They started whispering to each other how they didn't approve. They said, "Jesus has gone to be the guest of a sinner."
Man, it's not fun when people talk about you behind your back.
Not at all. Zacchaeus stood up and he said, "Look, Lord, here and now I give half of what I own to those who are poor. And if I have cheated anybody out of anything, I will pay it back. I will pay back 4 times the amount I took."
Wow, that's a big deal.
It sure was. It could have been everything Zacchaeus had. But what mattered to Zacchaeus was that he now had Jesus as a friend and Lord. Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to your house."
Hold on, one more. Okay.
Now that's the end of the story.
Yeah, thanks, Kellen.
And thank you for the drawings. That was great.
I know.
It's so amazing that even though Zacchaeus had stolen from his neighbors, Jesus was still kind to him and wanted to spend time with him.
Jesus could have told Zacchaeus a list of all the things that he needed to change about himself. But instead, Jesus simply showed him love, acceptance, and forgiveness. And that changed Zacchaeus completely.
Forgiveness is a pretty powerful thing, huh?
No doubt about it. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye, Kellen.
Wow.
I love that Jesus wasn't worried about his reputation or what other people thought of him.
I love that Zacchaeus was changed because of what Jesus did.
Exactly, because we've all done things that we know we shouldn't do. We've all sinned.
Yeah, and I'm always so thankful when people forgive me.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, you know what? Reveal the question.
When has someone forgiven you?
Could be a parent or sibling.
Or a teacher or a friend?
You know, I remember one time when my bus driver forgave me.
Oh, I'd love to hear that story.
Who wouldn't?
Maybe you've experienced something similar to what Charmaine and Sheila went through earlier today. When they forgave each other, it allowed them to be friends so they could sing together again.
Yeah, it can be really memorable because it means so much when people forgive us. So, when has someone forgiven you? Talk it out and we'll see you next time. I'm John.
And I'm Brandon, and this was the So-and-So Show.
Zacchaeus decided to give away half of what he had and pay back 4 times the amount of what he had cheated people. Wow, that's proof right there that forgiveness can change someone. And it can change you too. When you ask God to forgive you of the wrong things you've done, it frees you up from carrying around a load of guilt and fear, and it frees you up to love God and love others. And when you choose to forgive those who wrong you, it can change them too. Now, let's say your sibling borrows your video game without asking and just messes everything up. You could yell at them, get into a huge argument, and stay angry for days. Or you could choose to forgive them. Then you wouldn't have to carry that anger, and it's possible that your sibling's heart will be changed too by your attitude. It could be the way for you two to become actually better friends in the long run. Now, forgiving someone doesn't always mean they'll change, but it opens the door for them to live differently, like Zacchaeus. Sharing God's forgiveness with others is a pretty amazing gift because that forgiveness can change them. It's time to bring it home now with our small group time, so along with your parent, listen to today's instructions. First, imagine what it would be like to never have been forgiven by God, your family, by anyone. How would you feel? What would your relationships be like with people? Think of all the ways your days or life would be different without forgiveness. Sometimes imagining what it's like not to have something can make us more grateful for it, and perhaps it will even help us to be more willing to extend it to others. Now press pause, complete the activity, and then come back for the second set of instructions. Next, write out the word forgiveness along with the definition of it. Now here's the trick though. Write out the word forgiveness so it looks like trees, leaves, and branches. Parents, now is the time to either scan the QR code on the screen or head over to the LakePoint app to fill out our online connection card. Signing our guest book lets us know who is watching and helps us stay connected to you. It also allows you to sign up for our latest LakePoint initiatives and opportunities. So kids, while your parents do that, why don't you count how many trees you can see from the windows in your house? Just a reminder that you can go back and watch your favorite LakePoint Kids Online Family Experiences on our YouTube channel or on our LakePoint app in the Family Resources section. Thanks for tuning in, friends. I'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. Remember, when you forgive others, it can change them.